Let's have a look at landing pages. Landing pages can be found in the control panel under the marketing section. So let's open this right up here. So here's the interface, an easy button to add new landing pages. We can see right here we already have 2 landing pages in the system, and each of them actually already have 1 response. So let's go into edit mode for this landing page right here and see what we got. So on this interface right here, we can give this campaign a name so we can easily identify it. We can specify text that needs to go above where the questions are being asked. We can put in a little meta description. This is very helpful for search engine optimization so that people can find this landing page that we're creating. And here in the middle is where we can put the questions in that we would like to ask on this page. In this case, we've chosen to ask for the first name, the last name, the email address, and also where this person is located. And we've specified 3 choices right here. Scrolling down on the form, we can set what text should be displayed in the button text. Sometimes it might be send, other times it might be submit or download this great resource that we have for you or a white paper. We can also support adding text to the left of the questions as well as to the right of the questions, and we can specify additional text to fall below where the question part is of the landing page. But we'll see that in a little bit more detail when we actually look at the page. And here we can specify what's going to be displayed on the confirmation page after somebody filled out this text. Here we chose to be very simple and just say thank you. One thing to note right here, if you may be running an ad campaign and you want to track your conversions, this would be the place where you will put conversion tracking codes in there. So to kind of know which of your people actually converted on your website. We have one more thing right here, and this is a little style section. So this can be very helpful to kind of alter the look and feel of this landing page. As we found out, and if you look at best practice recommendations as well, landing pages should really be optimized for one thing only, and that is to direct the user to fill out this form and give you their information so that you can serve them and get back to them. So that was the first page. So let's click next and see what else we can do with landing pages here. Here we go. So on the second settings page right here, we can select if we want to use an auto email responder, meaning if somebody fills out the form, they will get an email back saying, maybe thank you for filling out this form, and it gives you a way to communicate again with that contact and give them some more information. What we can also do right here, we can send a copy of this autoresponder maybe to someone else within your organization or to several people, because usually if something gets filled out online, it'll kick off some other internal business processes. And we can also specify a different subject for that copy as well, so that makes it a little bit easier to kind of direct that flow. What we have right here is attach or link a file. What we can also do with these landing pages is we can have people fill out a form, and then in return for filling out the form, we can give them maybe a white paper or a PDF or maybe some graphics that you have created for them. So in this case, we can upload either a file that will be attached to this autoresponder email, or we can specify a URL where people can then go and download this file from. And if we do upload a file, we can give it a display name so we don't just have like an ugly looking file name within the email that's being sent out. The last part of the interface right here is what we call the call to action button. So this will allow you to create a button that you can then place, let's say maybe on the home page of your website, to give people an easy way to navigate to your landing page that you're creating. Or you could create a button and maybe insert that somewhere on a forum, or maybe even in an email that you're going to send out to a group of people. So, but we didn't really have to make any changes, so let me just close this form right here. And let's use this link right here, go to page, and see what this looks like. So in here we have our landing page. So let me get the control panel out of the way here quick. So what we see above here, this is the intro text. And since it's much easier to make changes right on the site, we can actually hit this edit button right here and then make updates to the site, as opposed to having to go back in the interface that we looked at before to make changes. So here we go, we can just type. Let's cancel this. If we scroll further down, so here we see the question section of this form. So let's go ahead and fill this out. Maybe Fred Smith was right here, and fill out this form. Give an email address, and let's say this person is in New York. And so we have touched a megaphone here, so we don't have any robots filling out this form. And we hit the send button right here. So now this input is being processed. And we have the confirmation page showing right now, with a simple thank you and a link to go back to the home page. So maybe at this point we would like this user to go and explore the rest of our site here as well. Okay, so now that this person has filled out this form, this is all nice and great, but we also want to know now have some way to look at the data that we're receiving off of these landing pages. So let's go back to our marketing section, open up this landing page area again. And as you can see right now, under this landing page, we have 2 responses. So, but we can even look at more information than just knowing that 2 people filled out our form. So if you look right here, we get a quick listing of everybody that's filled out this form. So the more people you have, the longer this list will grow right here. And so we have a way to also export this data in a CSV file, for example. And we have one last thing here. So these additional questions that were asked that were not first name, last name, or email address will be listed right here in this drop down box. And so if we click on this question, which we had where were you located, and we click on this view reports button right here, we're going to get an overview. So we know that 2 out of the 2 people that filled out this form were actually located in New York. So this is how we can look at the reports. So let's close this form right here. Go back to this one. One more thing that I want to highlight here, we have an easy way to clone our landing pages right here, because most of the time you'll want to have something that's close to what you've already had. So as opposed to starting from scratch, we can simply hit this clone button and create different landing pages. Also, this can be very helpful in terms of if you want to perform some A/B testing on your landing pages, meaning you can then create maybe a couple of versions of your pages, then direct some part of your traffic to one page and some on the other, and so you can compare the 2 and see where you get more responses. And so that'll help you decide which direction you want to take your effort to maximize your landing page returns.